Walking with Melissa Harrington. She is so kind and caring and respectful. She helps everybody.
Get rid of all this. Two screens and two cameras.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to SHN Sports live coverage of Eastview High School football. I'm Kyle Owen, and alongside me is my color analyst, Keith Burris. Helping us behind the camera tonight is Karen Burris. We welcome you back for another week of Friday football here in Georgetown, Texas, as District 11 5A play begins with a matchup between your Eastview Patriots and the visiting Cedar Park Timberwolves. Patriots were on a bye week last week, but Eastview traveled north prior to playing the Lampasas Badgers on their homecoming night. Unfortunately, the Patriots fell short 2 weeks ago in a 72-37 loss. Cedar Park, who also took last week off, is above 500 in their first 3 games of the season, 2-1, with wins over Cedar Ridge 29-7 and Round Rock 24-28, and a loss to Vandergrift 41-17. As we continue the countdown to kickoff here at Birkelbach Field, we'd like to give a shout out to varsity O-line coach and freshman head coach, Coach Jones, who's listening in with us, and his wife as she recovers from surgery this evening. We hope she heals quickly and gets you back out onto the field soon. As we look back at 2 weeks ago's loss to Lampasas, there were some good things and some bad things. The offense at first, was able to start quickly and got things rolling. It was a firepower. It looked like it was going to be a back and forth match all day, and then it seemed like after the onside kick from Lampasas, out of nowhere, it just kind of turned the tide on everything, and Lampasas was able to put up the onslaught of 72 points against this Eastview defense. So looking into that good and bad from last week, what are some of the what are some of the keys of the game that, looking forward into this game against Cedar Park, that the offense and the defense kind of need to step up in what areas?
Hey, Kyle, and thanks for joining tonight, folks. That's a great question. Number one, I would say we need to go back to basic football, and that's stopping the run and also being able to run the ball. Against Lampasas, of course, they had quite a few yards rushing against us, and they were able to eat up time, and they were most of their drives ended on touchdowns. So, number one, I would say the keys for the games is from the defensive side of the ball that we need to be able to stop the run. And I think we need to be able to do this in shortened series so we can get our offense back on the field, because, as you know, Cedar Park is a perennial powerhouse in Central Texas, and they're always going to be really good. So we've got to be able to get short series and stop the run and prevent big plays. I think those are some keys, but also one of the things we don't talk about as much, it seems like last game, I'd have to go back and look, and I apologize for not knowing this, but is to be able to get some turnovers, be able to change the field sometimes. But that's keys for the defense. But for the offense, I would say it's actually been able to run the ball a little bit too, because sometimes when you pass the ball a lot, you have a tendency, if you get some incompletions, what you'll find out is that you don't really keep the ball that long. And you definitely want to keep your defense off the field and kind of get it more balanced. But I would say just get a little bit better balance on the offense, run the ball, and, because we got playmakers, Kyle, we do. And I know you'd mentioned before the game, or of course it's before the game now, but you'd mentioned earlier about Guerrero and just his record-setting night, against Lampasas. And what did he have, would you say 15?
15 receptions in a game and receiving yards 252, which is
so we have the firepower.
Two school records in one game.
Yeah, we have the players to be able to come out and compete tonight and compete for a win. But with Cedar Park, your margin of error is so much less.
And Cedar Park, 2 state championships in the past 10 years, one in 2012, I guess 11 years now, one in 2012 and one in 2015. And, you mentioned that competitiveness throughout, the past the past 15 years or so, it seems like Cedar Park has been one of those teams that's going to compete for a state championship and has a pretty good backing behind them to do it. So here comes your Eastview Patriots as they come out onto the field. All red uniforms tonight, white piping down the leg, red helmets with the Patriots script on the side as long as the numbers, and white numbers on the back and the front of each jerseys and the shoulders as well, as the Eastview flags roll through as well. And it looks like it is also Teacher Appreciation Night. So I want to appreciate all the teachers that put in all the time and effort throughout the school year, and especially during football season. You know, there's always so much going on, and it's hard to get up every day and teach the new youth of America. So thanks for them for doing everything that they do for all the kiddos, and continuously putting in the effort to make sure that the future of us is positive. So,
well, I tell you, Kyle, again, I can't just piggyback off what you said. Teachers basically mean so much to our society, and so we want to say thank you. But getting back to football too, this is the first district game, so think about it this way. Yes, we play some non-district games, but tonight's when the season starts. Really starts as far as your ultimate goal is to make the playoffs, and Eastview definitely has the talent to make the playoffs. But I will tell you that our district is one tough one. You have A&M Consolidated, College Station, Georgetown, and a few other squads in there. But I tell you, it's an exciting time.
So you mentioned College Station, Georgetown, A&M Consolidated. They're all picked 1, 2, 3 in the district. Cedar Park picked number 4 in the final spot for the playoffs in the district. So this could be a very, very pivotal game, as Eastview picked to finish 7th in district, 3 spots away from that playoff position. And it's going to take getting some wins. Cedar Park 4-3 last year in district play, and overall 4-7. So all 4 of their games came in district play. So they're going to show up and try to play every single night, and continue to do so throughout the season. So it'll be very crucial for Eastview to be able to get a win tonight against this Cedar Park Wolfpack squad, and not going to be an easy one. You mentioned it already too. Just this is not a pushover squad, and they will continue to put up a fight till the end and when the horn sounds at the end of the game. But as the color comes out on the field and we wait for the national anthem, we'll give us a couple minutes to catch our breath before the game starts. We're 2:20 till kickoff. We'll let you go for the national anthem.
And now, our national anthem, sung tonight by the Eastview High School Choir. As the colors exit the field.
As the colors exit the field, we're about to get things started here in Georgetown, Texas, Birkelbach Field. 4 captains for the night for Eastview. Number 55 standing right to left, or left to right on the field. Number 55, Eunice Keeby, the senior offensive lineman, who's a captain for this team and has done his job all season long of making sure the quarterback and running backs, Ty Blair, and everybody behind him are protected. Next to him on in the middle on the left side, number 19, Ethan Wesley, his first captain start of the year. Next to him, TJ Duncan on the right side of the middle, and then Kareem Edwards, the senior, on be going from south to north to get this game started, and Cedar Park going from north to south as they will start with the ball.
And I'll tell you, one of the things I really liked, I know we talked about this as well, it's really good to have the conversation. You know, we talk a lot about football before we even get on air, and I really like the all-red jerseys. I really do. They look sharp.
They do look really sharp and a little different than the navy that you're used to seeing for Eastview, and maybe just trying to shy away from that blue-red rivalry coming from these red uniforms. Real nice, as well as the helmets. I wish y'all could see them in detail down there. Just a beautiful Patriots script and chrome. Really good against that red uniform, and about to get things going for the evening.
It's 92 degrees outside, still a little warm, but you know what? A couple weeks ago it would still be about 100 by now, so we've gone down. It's the temperature's been a little cooler.
So the kickoff coming from Eastview, number 44, Asriel Denias will kick this one off, and it's deep almost to the end zone. The heels touch, and he will take this one for a touchback. Cedar Park will start at the Eastview 25-yard line. The offense coming on the field for Cedar Park. Big starters, big names. Coming under center, number 3, Aiden Arp. The running back, sophomore phenom, Trey Hill. 3 wide receivers that are to be mentioned. Gavin Chapa, number 13. Number 18, Carter Wool. Number 15, Blake Suber. All with some pretty good stats on the season. And then a big left tackle with a couple of offers. His name, Hudson Williams, actually the right tackle, as he lines up today. So starting in the shotgun formation, Aiden Hills for Cedar Park. Here's the first play of the game. This one handed off to the running back Hill as he picks up about 4 on first down. That's a good positive to start for Cedar Park on the first play.
Yeah, Kyle, just kind of looking at the stats and watching a little bit of game film of Cedar Park, because they really love to run the ball. And it goes back to what I was saying, is really got to focus on stopping it.
So second down play, 2nd and 6. This one to Hill once more. He'll pick up a couple after churning his legs and some pushing and shoving going on, but does not get past 35-yard line. They will give it to him at the 35 and give him a first down as well. And there's 6 more yards to Trey Hill. He's averaging 5 yards per carry a game, showing it right now with a 4 and a 6-yard carry to start things off. 257 yards in the season, 2 touchdowns for Hill. Here comes the snap. Arp, he'll hand it off to Hill one more time. They're running the ball well. This one up the middle for 6 yards, down to the 41-yard line. And talked about the big keys being stopping the run. This is, it's a 4-yard, 6-yard, 6-yard, and doing it easily.
Yeah, coming right out and running it between the tackles.
So the center gets it off to Arp. He'll hand it once more to Hill. Hill finally stuffed for a rush less than 4 yards. He picks up 2 on second down and 4. They'll give him 3. 3rd and 1 coming up for Cedar Park. 10.5 minutes remaining. 1 minute, 30 seconds ticked off so far in this game. First quarter.
Looks like Cedar Park's just lining up and just running the ball.
Here it goes again. That's enough for a first down on a 2-yard carry from Hill. Head referee and the center shake hands. Got to have a good relationship with him. It's very important, especially in high school football. So we're going to talk to Coach Wall. We're still trying to figure out what is going on down on the field. The head referee in the white cap trying to figure something out. They said, pointing towards Cedar Park. Maybe a false start. We're not sure. 3rd and 9 is what we'll have. We're just going back and forth. Coach Michael Quintero talking to the head referee now. And I guess we've got it all figured out. As now telling Aiden Arp, the quarterback, he wants an explanation as well. And all I've seen is a hand in the air and pointing towards Cedar Park. And it looks like we're just going to continue things. So
nothing changed. We're still at 3rd and 9.
Here we go. 3rd down, 9. 9 minutes, 39 seconds. Aiden Arp, shotgun formation. They're going to motion over Chapa. Look over Chapa's side on the right side. He's going to roll out to the right. He's got no wide receiver downfield. Aiden Arp going to take it himself, and a big hit there for number 33, Luis Castillo. Yeah, Luis Castillo on the big hit just stood up. 6'1", 220-pound quarterback for Cedar Park, and they didn't cross midfield. So, you know, we saw them running the ball pretty successfully to begin things, but only able to pick up about 23 yards on the drive, and they're going to have to punt this one away to the Eastview offense. Cormac Guerrero back to receive this punt with his heels on the 17-yard line, backing up to the 15 now.
That was this is just what the doctor ordered. Wasn't a 3 and out, but we were able to stop them when we needed to.
Punt is up from Connor Schutte as Cormac Guerrero watched this one go out of bounds at the 20-yard line. And that's where Eastview will have their first drive as Ty Blair and the Patriot offense makes their way back out onto the field for the first time since the bye week and playing in Lampasas 2 weeks ago.
So right now, the key is, of course, you know our offense is really about rhythm and want to get a few things going here.
So Ty Blair, 3 men down on the defensive side. His shotgun snap. He'll look over to his left, back to the right. T.J. Duncan with the catch, but caught and dropped with a loss of 1 right at the line of scrimmage. It looks like where he was hit, but they'll subtract a yard on the play. 2nd and 11 coming up on the pass to T.J. Duncan.
They're dropping back. 8 guys. There's only 3 guys on the D line.
Ty Blair motions out Edwards. Edwards to get the ball. He'll get about 3 on the play down to the 19. Give it to him at the 18 or the 22. And bring up a 3rd down and 8. So we mentioned a few weeks ago, Luke Martin wearing the number 24 since he lost his jersey. Found it. He's number 2 again on the field. So look for that familiar number to be called all night long. So Ty Blair, shotgun formation. He takes this one for himself. Looks to the left. He's got to dump off to Guerrero. Can't get a hand on it. Beyond the first down marker. And it comes up 4th down and 8. And a 3 and out for the Eastview Patriots.
Yeah, and that's one of the things about being able to establish a run, too, is that you can try to take some time off the clock. And when you get into the rhythm offense, man, when it looks good, it looks great. When it's off a little bit, you have a tendency sometimes to have shorter drives.
So 7:46 remaining in the first quarter. The punt is up. This one caught at the 45, and good coverage gets a man, but picks up about 5 after contact past midfield. But there is a flag on the field, and I think this one is on Cedar Park, maybe a block in the back and or holding on the Timberwolves.
Yeah, it looks like it was.
There is a flag on the play.
In the back, it looked like maybe it was either blocking the back or holding, like you said.
Head referee calls it a block in the back to Cedar Park, and that'll back them up. So blindside block, not a block in the back. Very similar calls, but that means positive extra point coming from the 10. Here it is. It's up and good. 7-0. The Timberwolves lead your Eastview Patriots. As the field flips, we're going to take a quick break. Don't go anywhere. This is Eastview Patriots football on SHN Sports. Welcome back to Patriots football here at Birkelbach Field. I want to mention some of our sponsors for the evening. Charles Schwab, Eric Johnson, the Georgetown office, Ideal Signs, Kaya, First Choice Roofing, True Form Metal Service, American Fence and Supply, Lone Star Paving, Sonic, the Austin Avenue location in Georgetown, Hydrate, HTO Georgetown, Golden Chicken Georgetown, and Texas Crushed Stones. Here comes the kick from the 40 after after Cedar Park was able to get it into the end zone to start off a 7-0 lead, 7:26 in the first. This kick goes out of bounds and a delay of game. They'll start this one from the 35. Eastview will have the same field that Cedar Park did on their last drive. So they're saying they're going to re-kick the ball from the 35 now rather than the 40. So Cedar Park, we saw it on the first drive, they can run the ball. Trey Hill keeping his average of about 5 yards per carry, shown in the first drive, was not able to get past midfield. Eastview made a stop, got the ball at the 20, and just was not able to do anything with it. A punt brought it to about midfield, but a blindside block brought it back to the 35. And then a big run on the first play from Trey Hill, a 65-yard touchdown for Trey Hill's third touchdown of the year. So we'll re-kick this one after it goes out of bounds from the 35. And the kick is up. And underneath it, Cormac Guerrero from the 10. He has the ball. He's dangerous with it. Just gets past the 20. Tackled at the 22, 23, 22-yard line is where they'll give it to him. Maybe even the 21. But it's first down and 10 inside the 25 for the Eastview Patriots.
Right now, got to see what Coach Wall calls here to try to get something going for the Patriots. Definitely want to have a long drive.
So 7:20 remaining in the first. Ty Blair will hand this one off to Edwards to start things off. Edwards turning his legs, and he'll get past the 25, right on that bottom side G to about the 27-yard line, and a pickup of 5, second down and 5 coming up for the Patriots.
That was a nice run right there to get a 5-yard run. That's a great start to the drive.
Ty Blair looks to the left, shotgun pass, runner off to TJ Duncan. He's got a catch and pass the first down marker to the 35. And that is a first down for the Patriots as they move the chains with 6:45 remaining in the first quarter. First down and 10 from the 35-yard line. Ty Blair in the offense back out onto the field quickly. Moving this one, shotgun formation once more. Looks to the right, there's pressure, and he's dropped. The ball is out too. And this one is scramble in Cedar Park. Comes away with the ball. The one who picks it up, number 46, Logan Wickets, with a personal foul as well. He'll lose 15 on the play. Tosses the ball towards the Eastview sideline. Said, I don't want this anymore, take it back. I did my job. But his team will lose 15 on the play. I think he recovered it about the 20, so they'll be down inside the 10-yard line. And with the Eastview defense that can put some pressure on the quarterback.
Well, that should get 15 yards back against them, against Cedar Park. So that's actually going to move the ball quite a bit back for them. They could have great field position, but for whatever reason, the young man decided to just throw the ball.
So the personal foul on Logan Wickets, the junior linebacker, as he recovered it. And the field position would have been right at the 25-yard line, moves it back to the 42. My mind was all messed up because Eastview was on offense. That's why I said they were going to be inside the 10. Incorrect, as Trey Hill picks up 9 yards on first down with the run, the outside run. Handed off from Aiden Arp. And that O-line for Cedar Park just pushing and shoving down the field, picks up 7 on the play, second down and 3 from the 35, coming up with 6.5 minutes remaining.
Well, you can clearly tell what Cedar Park's trying to do is just run the ball, and then
so the video screen has been frozen, but that's a big catch.
That was a nice catch.
Inside the 20-yard line. That one, Blake Suber, the 6', 185 wide receiver with offers from Hendricks, North American University, and Albright,
well,
with a big catch.
That was a really good throw and a great catch. DB Ronnie Goldman, he was actually in a great position. Receiver caught it at the height, at the peak of the ball there, and so was able to get in.
So the screen finally working once more. We're inside 6 minutes. Trey Hill will get the handoff on first down. He'll only pick up about a yard down to the 18. Second down and 9 coming up as the screen seems like it's experiencing a little bit of trouble, some lag.
About the screen here on the Birkelbach field.
Yep. So the clock is ticking, though. It was paused at 6 minutes for a second there. We are moving now. This one, a wide receiver screen, and the big boy, number 74, with an almost tackle in the backfield to get things started, but does a good job. You know, Marcus Honstein with the connection in the backfield.
Even though he didn't make the tackle, he actually slowed him down to where they only got a couple of yards off that play.
And back to the line of scrimmage. Third down and 8 coming up on the wide receiver screen. Shotgun formation, Aiden Art. There's trips left. He's going to look his eyes that way, dump this one off to Wool, and they're going to get this one on third down, drop the ball too, and that's a big stop on third down for the Patriots, and Cedar Park will have to try for a field goal at about 5 minutes remaining in the first.
That was a great stop by the defense.
And a good job by the defensive backcourt of the Patriots of picking up that flat route from Carter Wool.
Number 11, Ronnie Gallman, the third. He was had great covers down here on the play earlier, and then right there he timed it just perfectly when the ball was getting to the receiver.
So before the game, the kicker here missed 2 of these, hooked them left, and this one,
I think he hooked it right.
No good. Hooked it right.
Pushed it right.
Yeah, pushed it right.
Push it right instead of hook it right.
So before the game, he was hooking him to the left. I was watching warm-ups. He missed 2 of them from that hash, and I guess he tried to overcompensate a little bit and ended up pushing this one to the right. And Cedar Park on the turnover comes up empty.
Well, you know what? The ball's almost at the same place it was when we turned it over. So it's almost like we just burned through a couple minutes here, and now we're back, got a chance to get a good drive going.
So the clock says 5:12, but it is frozen once more. We'll see how it starts when it goes. In the backfield, Ty Blair motions over. They're going to hand this one off to Edwards. Edward cuts it up in between the tackles, but 1 yard gain. Second down and 9 coming up. So I hope the time is being kept on the field, because there's no movement of the clock as of now on the scoreboard.
I think, even the play clock looks like it might be frozen as well.
So the referee, I'm sure, trying to figure this out, as the head referee will go over to Michael Quintero, talk to him about the clocks, trying to figure out what they're going to do about it. So Eastview and Cedar Park at a standstill right now until we get this going. And now Coach Michael Wall gets an explanation of what's going on.
And you know, players on both sides are like, come on, guys, let's go. Let's play some ball.
Just want to get this district game going. So they're going to reset the scoreboard. It went all black now. They're either going to have to keep the time on the field or quit running other programs, just keep the clock going on the scoreboard. There's nowhere else on the field with a scoreboard, but with the clock. Here it goes now. So Cormac Guerrero, he gets one of those jet sweep plays, and he's going to get this one way back in the backfield, 10-yard line. And he's
hurt there.
Down on the field for the time being. Getting to get up, but trainer's coming over to his aid. It'll bring up a third down and 20 after the backwards run from Cormac Guerrero.
Yeah, it looks like that was about 11, 12-yard loss, but I don't know. I think when he got tackled, it looked like he kind of went down, kind of awkward. So just hope it's nothing serious.
So 4:14 is where the clock is stopped. 7-0, the Timberwolves over the Patriots currently. First quarter, Cormac Guerrero standing up and walking off the field
That's a good
without
sign.
any help, so that is a good sign. The sophomore, the record-holding sophomore from last week, school records in receptions in a game with 15 and receiving yards in a game with 252 last week against the Lampasas Badgers. Some handshakes from Cedar Park.
Does it look like he's maybe
looks like his hand.
His hand or shoulder or something, kind of
Yeah.
keeping it down to the side. So
Not really
going to
moving it.
speculate anything, but hopefully we see him back in pretty soon.
So Ty Blair in the offense, 5 wide receivers set. Ty Blair in shotgun. He's in the end zone, gets out of pressure, gets this one off, and tips 2 guys from the Cedar Park defense, and unable to come away with anything on 3rd down and 20. Brings up a 4th and 20 now from the 10-yard line, and Cedar Park set to receive the punt from the Eastview Patriots now with 4:01 remaining in the first quarter.
I think right here you probably want to see if you can either get one with low trajectory and try to get it to where it's really don't get a return, or they might try to kick it up higher so they can get the coverage downfield.
So the punter on the field for the Patriots.
Because Cedar Park should have great field position here.
This one's off from the goal line. Heels at the 45. Caught by number 22, Garrett Nichols. And this one gets about 7, 8 on the play. They'll give him 8 to the 37-yard line, and another short field for Cedar Park. So we mentioned before the game, short drives, stopping the run, and the field the whole time. But you got to get them into big field position, or in bad field position. And the last time they were in bad field position, or even decent field position, they got a big play ran on them. So Eastview defense did make a stop last time, missed field goal to keep it 7-0. See if they can do something again. 1st down and 10. They're going to hand this one off. New running back
Actually pitch it
out on the field as they throw this one to Blake Suber. He picks up a 1st down, but there is a flag in the backfield. Looks like it'll probably be holding Tyler Wynn, the running back, in now.
Eligible man downfield.
So offensive lineman got a little jumpy, tried to run block on a pass block situation. And if you touch anybody, well, turns into a negative 10-yard play. So 1st down once more from the 42. So 1st and about 15. 1st and 15. 3 minutes, 41 seconds to go in the first. Running back on the field now.
And most of the time on the pass play, you don't really see the offensive line go downfield, but
this one off to Wynn. He'll get back to the original line of scrimmage. Not quite, though, as a second and 11 comes up for Cedar Park.
No, what I was saying is that a lot of times you don't really see that, but especially it sounded like, I don't think that was a RPO. I believe that was just straight, just kind of like play action. But
this one, a big pass downfield from Aiden Arp, and it is caught deep by Blake Suber. Blake Suber inside the 5, the 6', 185 wide receiver comes up with another big catch, his 2nd big catch of the day. 3 minutes, 9 seconds. As 1st down and 10. And from the 1st down and goal comes up.
2nd goal. Tackle made by Vasquez.
So 2 minutes, 30 seconds remaining in the quarter. 2nd down and goal. This one into the end zone, and a touchdown from Trey Hill as he puts it in for 6 more points for Cedar Park, and it is 13-0 now against the Patriots here with 2.5 minutes remaining in the first.
Yeah, they just ran the ball right between the tackles again, and Up by 2 touchdowns.
So the extra point is up and good, and it is 14-0 as Cedar Park has come out hot against this Patriot team. So we flip the field. We'll go ahead and take a quick break as well. Don't go anywhere. This is Eastview Patriots football on SHN Sports. So back out onto the field in the first quarter. 2 minutes, 28 seconds remaining as Cedar Park holds on a 14-0 lead over your Eastview Patriots. Head coach Michael Quintero, 2 state championships under his belt at Cedar Park. Past 11 years. So the kick is up and caught right at the 5-yard line. It looks like TJ Duncan, he'll get this one out past the 10, but no further than about the 13-yard line. We'll give it to him at the 15. It's a nice spot. 1st and 10 coming up with 2:21 remaining for the Patriots in the first. It may have been Keaston Rainey on the reception and return. Eastview hasn't really got anything moving on offense for the most part, have been stuck on the Timberwolves side of the field all game long. As Ty Blair and the offense hasn't had much going. Ty Blair, shotgun formation, they're going to hand this one off. And it picks up about 2 on 1st down.
Yeah, Colin, going back to the running game is that Cedar Park right now looks like they got about 7, 8 guys in the coverage. Only got 3 D linemen, and if they can stuff the run, then that's really going to put pressure on the passing game.
That was Kareem Edwards on the run. Ty Blair, shotgun. He'll roll this one out to the left side, dumps it off. This one caught downfield and picks up about 10 on the play. And a good completion there by somebody we don't see very much, Seth Dimmel. He's been on the field pretty often, but not really given a lot of looks on the field. But now with Cormac Guerrero still on the sideline, you may see a little bit more of Dimmel. 1st down and 10. This one handed off to the running back, Kareem Edwards. He'll pick up 1 on 1st down. 2nd and 9 coming up with 1.5 minutes remaining in the first quarter.
This is a very important drive for Eastview. To be down by 2 touchdowns, you want to be able to have a long, sustained drive. Finish it off with some points.
1st down and 10. 4 wide receivers, 2 on the top and the bottom of your screen. Kareem Edwards in the backfield. Shotgun formation. They're going to roll this one out to the left side. Kareem Edwards in the flat. He'll get the catch right at the 30. Breaks a tackle. Picks it up right about the 34-yard line. Pushed out of bounds and picks up about 7 or 6. He'll get up a 3rd down and 3 coming up with a minute remaining, 1:06 remaining in the first.
That was a great job of bouncing off that tackle to get those extra about 3 yards, 3 to 4 yards.
So Ty Blair, shotgun formation once more. Kareem Edwards in the backfield. They're going to hand it off to Edwards, and he's stuffed.
And the ball's loose.
No, that's a helmet. It's a Cedar Park helmet.
Oh, that's a helmet. Oh.
So the helmet of number 44, Grayson Alex, the senior defensive lineman, comes off on the tackle for loss. They'll lose about 5 on the play. 4th down and 7 coming up for Eastview, and it looks like they're going to punt this ball away once more as the punter, number 44, Azriel Denias, will come out onto the field for his 3rd punt of the day.
Yeah, Edwards went down, and it looked, for a second, it looked like a ball came out, but didn't see the helmet.
So this punt, a good punt, heels at the 39. He'll recover it, and it'll go inside the 45 to the 44s where they'll mark him down. And it'll be a first down and 10, and I saw maybe that's just a mouthpiece, but it looks like a flag. Yellow something on the ground as the referees surround it. 42 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Cedar Park Timberwolves leading this one 14-0. So they're going to give it, it is an actual flag on the field. 15-yard penalty coming once more on the kickoff/punt return. And special teams committing a lot of errors for Cedar Park, which could have a lot more situations with much better field position, but just getting pushed back by these unnecessary penalties and a lot of personal fouls being had on the field. 42 seconds left in the first.
Well, from Eastview's perspective, this is a great chance to try to keep them on their side of the field and try to turn over the.
He's going to get this one out past the 40-yard line, but there's a flag in the field, and I want to say that's another holding call on the catch. Joshua Pecky, senior tight end, with the screen pass, so they're going to call this one back on the holding pass, or the holding call at the 38-yard line, so they'll move this one back. It'll be 1st and 12 from the 28. Replay first down, 35 seconds remaining in the first. Aiden Arp on the screenplay to the tight end. Joshua Peck.
Ball's going the way we need it to. Now we need to just make a stop, get a short field.
So 1st down and 12 now. Arp in shotgun formation, 2 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right. In the backfield, Hill. They're going to hand this off to Hill. Hill takes a couple cuts, gets upfield, will pick up about 2, maybe 3. And they will give him 3 down to the 31-yard line. 2nd down and 9 coming up. And the play clock will expire past the first quarter marker as it goes down 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And they will flip the field here to start the second quarter. 14-0. The Timberwolves lead your Patriots. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to SHN Sports. This is Patriots football.
Is currently holding a stock the locker event in conjunction with Georgetown High School. Between now and October 13th, the locker is accepting donations of new items to benefit our community. We are accepting personal hygiene items, feminine hygiene products, underwear and socks for males and females, school supplies, and new sweatpants of any color. Donations of new items can be dropped off at the Eastview between now and October 13th. We thank you for your support of the locker.
Welcome back to the second quarter here at Birkelbach Field. Your Eastview Patriots trailing at 14-0 against the Cedar Park Timberwolves. They'll start this one off from the 31-yard line, 2nd and 10. Motion over the tight end, back over as he'll block for Hill.
There you go.
And he's stuffed to the backfield for a 2-yard loss. And that one you can call basically anybody but 4 guys' numbers on the Patriots team. They'll give him a -1-yard play to the original line of scrimmage at the 30. So 3rd and 10 coming up. We mentioned making big stops and having 3 and outs. This would be a huge opportunity here starting the second quarter. A 12-yard gain, and wow, that was a throw if I've ever seen one. Gavin Chapa on the reception. 12-yard reception, enough for a first down to the 42-yard line. They're moving this one quickly. Arp, shotgun formation. They're going to hand this one off to Hill. Hill gets wrapped up after a 3-yard gain, 2-yard gain. They'll give it to him at the 44.
On the tackle. Called his number already a few times tonight. But you can definitely tell Cedar Park is focusing on running the ball and then they base their passing attack off the running game.
So 10 minutes, 45 seconds. Arp, he's going to get this one out to Hill on the flats. He's going to get upfield after cutting outside. They'll give him about 7 on the run, short of the first down at the 49 as we've crossed midfield into Patriots territory. 3rd down and 1 coming up for Cedar Park's Timberwolves.
Yeah,
so Cedar
I
Park.
I would think that Cedar Park right now is probably just going to line up and.
Oh yeah, they're bringing their big package.
Big
I saw
package now,
saw
yeah.
31 and 45 coming out on the field. So 2 guys can make a big push, and here comes the big push. That's enough for a first down and then some, picking up 4 on the play to the 45 seconds remaining in the half.
Yeah, you see that a lot now in all levels of football where they have the big package and they have the guys in the back just trying to push the runner, past the line. And in that case, 4 yards.
So shotgun formation, Hill about 3 yards behind. Actually, this is Wynn. They're going to hand it off to Wynn. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, maybe a yard on the play, on the draw. And a 2nd down and 9 coming up from the 44-yard line. 10 minutes remaining in the second half, 14-0. Timberwolves lead the Patriots. So moving quickly once more, Arp, shotgun formation. He's going to roll out, looks to his left, look back to his right, and a big pass caught after no gain on the play. There is a flag on the field, and I don't think either team knows who it's on. I didn't see any real problem on the field. Maybe another illegal man downfield. But if everything stands, it's the 3rd down and 9 from the 44. See what the referee gives us. It's a 15-yard penalty, and it brings it to 2nd down and about 24. To be honest, look at that 3rd and 9. You may want to keep that, but they do move it back to 15 yards to the Cedar Park 41 and makes this one definitely a long down and distance for 24 yards to gain.
Yeah, so I guess on that break right there, 15 probably just pushed off on him so it could get open for the reception.
So Arp, he looks downfield, a big hit, and up to try to make the catch was Blake Suber, not able to get a hand on the ball, but Arp absolutely nailed in the backfield. They're going to call this one roughing the passer, and we're just going to nullify the last play, move it back up 15 yards, and bring up a 2nd and 9 for, again.
Roughing the passer, defense, 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
So automatic first down on the play. So 1st down and 10 now from the 44.
That was Grover Moore who came in. I don't know if it looks like he.
I didn't think he was too late. There was nothing.
The only thing I could think of is maybe they thought he went a little bit higher than he should have.
I mean, it was a bang bang. I mean, he threw the ball and boom, immediately he hit him.
It wasn't like he took 2 or 3 steps. He was really right on him.
This one out of the flats, dumped off to Suber. He'll get the catch and make a 3-yard run on the 7-yard pass play for a 10-yard gain and a 1st down and 10 from Cedar Park coming up now from the 34. So back-to-back first downs on the penalty and now a 10-yard pass. 9 minutes, 25 seconds remaining in the half. Arp shotgun formation. They're going to hand this one off to Hill. Hill gets about 4. That's what he'll get to the 30. 2nd down and 6 coming up with 9-10 and counting remaining in the first half.
Looks like
Arp, 2 people in the backfield, and he's going to get some pressure once more and breaks a couple tackles. Doesn't find anybody, and they're going to call a foul on the field. And I think it was just some pushing and shoving during and after the play. We'll see what they call it. I think it may be another illegal man downfield call because I think the center
I think he's waving it off.
So he waved it off. The center was right about the 25-yard line on a passing play. So that's definitely legal man downfield, but nobody caught the ball, so they're just going to nullify that one and make it a 3rd and 6 from the 30-yard line, 8:54 remaining in the half. So Arp back in shotgun formation. Hill alongside him on the left side. Trips left as well, tight end on the right side. They're going to get this one off to the Trips side. It crosses over the field, past the 20. And that one a first down from Carter Wool.
Wool, he was part of the Trips formation. He just kind of ran, just kind of drug across the middle of the field, just kind of sat there, found the spot, and Arp hit him.
So from the 17, first down and 10, 8:45 and counting. This one off to Hill. Hill's got some room to run. He's inside the 10, cuts it upfield, and that's a touchdown for the Timberwolves. I hear a lot of flags. They're going to say he stepped out of bounds. Touchdown is what they'll call it.
That's his 3rd tonight.
It is his 3rd. That doubles his season total of 2. Maybe he just had 2 in one game.
Looks like they're going for 2-point conversion here.
So 2-point conversion. They're going to get this one up the middle, and he's in for the 2-point conversion. So 22-0 here with 8:33 remaining in the first half. So they did say he stepped out at the 1. That was the touchdown play right there. Now they're lining up for the extra point. So 20-0. It was a tightrope down the sidelines. It doesn't surprise me he stepped out there. So this one up and good for the extra point. 21-0. 8:33 remaining in the first half. Eastview Patriots trailing this one by 3 touchdowns. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to Eastview High School football on SHN Sports. So back out onto the field for the remainder of the first half, 8:33, as Eastview's kick return set to go, and Cedar Park spreading out on the kick team. Back deep to receive TJ Duncan, along with Keaston Rainey and maybe Cash Trejo. Can't see that for me. So this one back deep to TJ Duncan. He's going to get in the end zone, down past the 10 to the 15.
Can he break it?
20, 25. This one to the 40. He's got a couple to beat. Chased down from behind and down to the 35-yard line. The ball is out, but he was down before it came out.
Now that's how you spark the offense. That's how you spark the team.
That is one way to do it. And he gets this one down inside the 35-yard line in Cedar Park territory.
You know, it's funny because it seems like now with the rules on the kickoffs, you really don't see very many kickoff returns. And he caught that about a step or two in the end zone. And a lot of times now they just kind of expect them to just down it. But he wanted to start something, and as soon as he hit that hole, did a great job of really just finding where the crease was and going for it.
So from the 32-yard line, first down and 10. The Patriots have the ball in Cedar Park territory. 8 minutes, 21 seconds remaining in the first half. Ty Blair, shotgun formation. Next to him is Edmondson. He's going to hand this one off, or keep it himself. He'll pick up one on the play on the quarterback keeper. Second down and 9 coming up. That was actually Omar Gutierrez Zamora looked like in the backfield.
I don't know if that was a busted play because it looks like he was looking to pass real quick, then he realized it wasn't there, and Blair just took off.
So shotgun once more. This one over to the right side, and a big push there as Keyston Rainey able to pick up about 5 on the play. 3rd down and 2 coming up. 7:45 and counting left in the first half.
So it should be 3rd and 2.
So offense ready to go, 3rd and 2, like you just said. Ty Blair, shotgun. They're going to motion over Luke Martin. You're going to hand this one off to the running back down inside the 20-yard line, and enough for a first down to the 19. 7:40 and counting now here in the first half.
As Edmondson, he did a great job of hitting that hole, hitting that crease, and really he got several yards. He got most of his yards there after he got hit, so that was an awesome play there.
So Edmondson, he's been sharing snaps with Edwards in for this drive. This one, a fumbled snap. Ty Blair in backfield breaks a tackle, gets away. He's going to roll out. He gets a pass off in the end zone.
It's intercepted.
And it is picked off in the end zone, and that's a face mask from inside the 5 as well from Luke Martin trying to stop a run back. That one intended for TJ Duncan, just waiting in the end zone. 2 DBs in front of him pick it up, and number 7 for Cedar Park will come up with the interception in the end zone, and a promising drive comes to an end for the Patriots here. 7:15 remaining in the half.
Yeah, right there, you have Blair did a great job of getting out of the reach of the D lineman there, but when he rolled to his right, of course he got that pressure and he just kind of threw the ball up and really didn't get quite enough on it, and it fell short, and that's why they were able to get the interception.
So a dangerous
pass.
That's
a tough break right there.
Dangerous pass picked off by Ty Blair in the end zone. A 15-yard face mask penalty from Luke Martin will bring this one out to the 18-yard line.
Yeah, I think
Cedar Park.
I think they had intercepted maybe on about the 3.
Start the ball with 7:15. They're going to run this one out with Hill. He breaks a tackle, picks up 9 on first down. 2nd and 1 coming up from the 32. 21-0. Timberwolves lead this one over your Patriots. Shotgun formation. Going to keep this one. Dump it off to the tight end as Pecky
looks like he got a first down.
Picks up the first down pass from Aiden Art, senior quarterback. Gets it down to the 30-yard line. Clock at 6 minutes, 35 seconds and counting. First down and 10 from the 30. Cedar Park with the ball. 2 men in the backfield along with Arp. Arp's going to pass this one off to the left side, and it will be almost intercepted by Azriel Dianis.
We've had a couple of plays, or about 2 to 3 plays this game where the ball got deflected and just couldn't quite get a hold of it. But if you look at Cedar Park right now, they just seem to be running the ball really well. And for the most part, when they pass, they're passing kind of in the middle of the field.
So 2nd down and 10 for the 30. They're going to get this one handed off to Hill once more. Bounce it out. Breaks a couple tackles. Ball's loose. And it looks like Eastview may have recovered the ball. From my eyes, it looked like a red jersey fell on the ball. Eastview's all pointing at it, and that is the call.
Got turnover.
So back-to-back turnovers. Eastview picking up the ball on Cedar Park after the interception. Not quite as good of field position as they had earlier.
A good job by the defense of actually getting it back for your offense, and that's how you do it right there. And that's how you pick up your offense.
So able to get the ball back inside their own 35. The Patriots will start 16-17 remaining on the clock here in the first half. Ty Blair, shotgun, he's going to keep it himself. Fake handoff and then sacked in the backfield for about a 7-yard loss down to the 40 or the 38.
They're right there. on that one, Kyle, right there, he goes back. He just really couldn't find anybody, and that was more of a coverage sack than just the defensive line getting back there, because the coverage blanketed our receivers, and he really had nowhere to go.
5:45, second down and 16. They're going to dump this one off
To Luke Martin.
Correct. And that'll be a third down and 12 coming up from the 34-yard line. 5.5 remaining in the first half.
I think that's the first time, maybe first reception for Luke today, in which he's normally a really popular target for Blair, especially in situations when he's got to try to get out of a situation, and a lot of times he dumps it off to Martin.
So senior Phillip Brown on the field for Cormac Guerrero's position out wide left. Two wide receivers on the right and the right and the left. They're going to dump this one out to the left side. Underneath it, and the catch caught by Keaston Rainey. 5 minutes and counting remaining here in the first half. Brings up a fourth down and about 6 from the 28, and it looks like
I think you got to go for it.
Yeah, they're definitely going to keep the ball on the field as they go for it on fourth. Ty Blair, shotgun formation, two wide receivers right and left. In the backfield with him is Edmondson. They're going to dump this one off to Edmondson. He's got some room, and he drops the ball in the flats at the 20-yard line. And that one will be a turnover on downs. 4.5 minutes remaining in the first half.
You know what he was looking at, because if he would have caught that, he had a wide open path right to the end zone.
Turned his head,
and he was probably turning, looking, saying, "Hey, I got this," and it just goes through his hands, and that's a tough one.
Turned his head a little too fast on the fourth down conversion play, unable to complete it. In and out of the hands of Kareem Edwards. 4:32 remaining here in the first half. From the 27-yard line, 28-yard line, Cedar Park Timberwolves will take over with the ball. This one a high snap. They're going to hand it off to Wynn. Wynn inside the 30 now to the 31, and a 3-yard gain on first down. 2nd and 8 coming up. They'll give them 2. 3. So it is 2nd and 7. So 4 minutes, 10 seconds and counting. Taking their time on the field. This one, Arp, shotgun formation, he'll keep it. They're going to dump this one off into the flats. Past the first down marker to the 40. That's where he'll be marked down. And a first down and 10 coming up for Cedar Park. On the reception, looked like the tight end, Joshua Pecky.
More than willing to
this one handed off to Wynn, caught in the backfield. They will say he got back to the line of scrimmage. So 2nd and 10 coming up from the 40. 3.5 to go in the half.
I think right now, if you're Eastview, your main goal is to prevent Cedar Park from scoring before half. And hopefully you'll be able to get the ball back and give you one more chance, because we do get the ball starting the second half.
So this one looking deep for Cedar Park. He's got this one off, and it is caught by Blake Suber. He's down the field, breaks a tackle inside the 10, and a touchdown. This has now became a 4-score game, 27-0. The Timberwolves.
Looks like they had a chance to get a tackle there, but DB went a little bit high, and he wasn't able to get hold of him. And
so the extra point coming up from Cedar Park. 3:04 remaining in the half. Make this a 28-0 game. We'll kick it from the 10. Eastview an opportunity for a touchdown on 4th and 7. And not in there, but the extra point is up and no good, as it keeps it to 27-0. 3:04 remaining in the first half. Eastview with an opportunity to score a touchdown, just dropped in and out of the hands of Kareem Edwards.
Yeah, that right there was a 13-point swing right there.
Yep. And with the turnover coming back after the interception, getting the ball inside the red zone and being able to work it down, it would have been a huge opportunity to try to bring it within 2 scores before the half, getting the ball after the half as well. And now a 4-score game all of a sudden. Timberwolves leading at 27-0, 3:04 left in this first half. So while we've got some time, give it to a couple of our sponsors on the game for the day. Charles Schwab, the Eric Johnson Georgetown office, Ideal Signs, Kaya, First Choice Roofing, True Form Metal Service, American Fence and Supply, Lone Star Paving, Sonic, Austin Avenue location in Georgetown, Hydrate, HTO in Georgetown, Golden Chicken Georgetown, and Texas Crushed Stone. Those are our sponsors of the game. Thank you for supporting us alongside the Booster Club for this production of SHN Sports. So the kick is up and caught by Keeson Rainey inside the 5. It'll take it himself. He's trying to bust this one out. He's got some room. He's at the 25, 30, down past midfield. There is a flag on the field, and he's down at the 40, but there is a flag way back at the 30-yard line, and some Eastview players standing down there. They know what that means.
Yeah, I mean, that's unfortunately when we watch a lot of football. How high of a percentage do you think holding is, or a block in the back or something like that, for if you see a flag on a kickoff? That's pretty much probably 98% of what you see.
Exactly. So that's what we're going to assume that it is. And since the call is all the way back on the 30, that means Eastview will probably start with the ball from around the 20. I do see a black hat on the field. Don't know if that was a marker for a fumble, but doesn't look like it. They're going to call an unsportsmanlike conduct after.
Personal foul.
So that's the extra flag that I saw on the field. That adds 15 yards to the 10, so 25-yard negative play for Eastview and the Patriots.
Yeah, those are tough ones to deal with because it just puts you in so much of a hole. Because right now, even if, I know we're down 27-0, but we still have 2:53 to go. And if we can find a way to score before half, guess what? We get the ball starting the second half. So
really
we
build
just
that
need
momentum.
one play at a time, yeah.
So 2:53 remaining in the half. Ty Blair in the offense out on the field. Two wide receivers set both sides. As Ty Blair will keep it himself. He's got some trouble in the backfield and caught from behind. That's a sack as he tried to run out of trouble down 5-yard line and a 5-yard loss. 2nd and 15 coming up as the clock ticking now to around 2.5 minutes to go in the half. So it ends up being a 10-yard penalty on the holding from the 30 and then half the distance to the goal rather than the full 15 on the personal foul since they were so close. Bring it to the 10. And that sack there basically puts it to where it would have been if it was a 15-yard penalty. Cedar Park calls a timeout. We'll take one as well. It's a 27-0 game. Timberwolves over your Eastview Patriots. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to SHN Sports. This is Eastview Patriots football. So back out for the remainder of the second quarter, 2:22. Ty Blair in the backfield. He gets this one off and incomplete on 2nd and 15 to Luke Martin, who was the intended receiver at about the 10-yard line.
Right
They'll
now,
bring up in 3rd and 15.
Right now, Kyle, we need to get something because you don't want to give the ball back to them with over 2 minutes to go, and then they're going to have good field position. So we've got to be able to get something here.
I expect a long throw on the left side of the field. There's 3 wide receivers on that side. All by himself on the bottom is Keaston Rainey, and this one to TJ Duncan on the cross route. Incomplete at the 20-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th and 15, and Eastview's going to have to punt the ball away with 2:10 remaining in the half.
Do you think Cedar Park's going to try to block the punt right now? Because
I mean, you're backed up.
you're backed up.
I mean, the punter is not going to have his normal room, and if he does have his normal room, he's going to have to be real careful about that baseline in the back of the end zone, because if he takes 2 steps back, it's a safety. So here it goes. Nothing blocked. This one off. It's going to get past the 35. Caught about the 37. He'll get it past the 30 on the return, and about a 8-yard return from Nichols of Cedar Park.
So they'll
mark him down at the 29-yard line, 1st and 10 with a minute 59 and only a 29-yard field as they hold a 4-touchdown lead.
Yeah, because I venture to guess what Cedar Park's going to do is go back to what they still have plenty of time. How many timeouts do they have on?
Oh, they have 2.
They got 2 timeouts, so they got 2 timeouts. They're probably just going to run their regular offense.
I don't see why you don't just come out running the ball with either Hill or Wynn. Both of those guys can pick up yards and do a good job of doing it. I mentioned Hill before the game, a 5-yard average per run. Busted one for 65 yards, first touchdown of the game, and he's up to 3 now on the day. As they'll hand this one off to Hill again. He gets 5 and then some. He rumbles and tumbles his way for a first down inside the 20-yard line. They give it to him at the 19 for the first down, and timeout will be called. It looked like they were signaling for it, but going to keep going on this one. So 1st and 10 coming up from the 19, 1:45 in count.
But also drain some time.
So shotgun formation. They're going to fake this one to Hill. Keeps it himself, the tight end with the ball, and he's in for a touchdown as Joshua Pecky scores the 5th touchdown of the game for the Timberwolves. They lead this one 33-0.
Yeah, right there, when Pecky went out, for a split second, Eastview was going to get a little lucky, because when he ran into the umpire, or to the field, to the referee right there, and he almost fell down, but Art still stuck with him, and he was wide open for the pass.
So the extra point, the last one was missed. They're going to try to fake this one for 2, and he won't get it.
I think they're just shy.
Yeah, he drops that one inside the 1 on the holder keeper up the middle. And good try there to try to get your points back on the missed extra point. You're already leading this one by 5 scores, so 33-0. The Eastview Patriots trailing this one, 2:27 remaining in the first half. We'll go ahead and take a quick break. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to SHN Sports. This is Patriots football.
Moore, Edwards, and Rainey back deep to receive the kickoff from Cedar.
And the kick is off. This one does not get caught, and they're going to call this one a.
Last time with Duncan, they kicked it right, just on the other side of the goal line, but right there they pretty much made sure that it was kicked deep enough they weren't going to return it.
So a touchback on the kickoff. 1:27 remaining in the first half. The Timberwolves lead the Patriots 33-0, and an opportunity where they may have been able to bring this one in within 2 scores. A drop pass from Kareem Edwards. No touchdown on 4th down. Turn over the ball, and then watch him march downfield, and all of a sudden it's a 4-score game, and then
I think they said it was juggling, didn't have it, so
Second pass on the far side to Brown.
second down and 10.
So 2nd and 10 coming up for Eastview as Ty Blair's pass incomplete on the 5-yard attempted reception. 1:21 remaining in the half. Ty Blair under center, communicating to his lineman what the play call has been audible to. He steps back, heels on the 20. Shotgun formation, he gets the pass off, and it is nearly picked off. And that one almost by Garrison Cockrell, the senior DB,
Blair's pass intended for
able to get a hand on the ball.
Yeah, that's what
Manning on the cover.
I think right now it's 3rd and long. They're still going to go for it, or, well, you still got to try to get it right here because you don't want to give Cedar Park the ball back.
No, they can score quickly. 3rd and 10 from the 25. Ty Blair rolls out to his right. He's in trouble. He gets this ball off, and it doesn't get back to the line of scrimmage, but he's out of the pocket, and it doesn't matter.
Yeah, he had three wide receivers all kind of came down, and they were all in one area, and so the defense was.
So they are going to call this intentional grounding because he never got the ball back to the line of scrimmage.
So we're.
No penalty on the play.
So they don't call it. He's out of the pocket. You can't call intentional grounding if he's out of the pocket. So there's that.
So Cedar Park's going to get the ball back with about a minute to go.
Yeah, minute
and
6.
2 timeouts.
Minute 6 on the clock, 2 timeouts. Saw him score pretty quickly on the last drive as the punt team for the Patriots comes out. Back to return for Cedar Park, Garrett Nichols, the junior defensive back. As this one way back there, gets it at the 26, breaks the tackle, cuts up field down to the 35, inside the 40 to the 37-yard line, and they'll make this one about a 63-yard field for 52 seconds remaining in the first half. Your Eastview Patriots trailing this one 33-0. And we said it earlier during the intro of the broadcast, but we want to give a shout out once more to Coach Joan, the freshman head coach, varsity O-line coach. He's at home with his wife tonight. Can't support on the field, but supporting from home. Wife had surgery earlier today, so I'm going to give out the thoughts and prayers to that family, coach, or the Jones family, to make sure everybody stays okay and gets a healthy recovery. This one on first down, a throw out to the right side, complete for 6-yard gain. 2nd down and 4 coming up from the 44. 45 seconds as they get out of bounds. The clock stops. Teacher Appreciation Night as well. Thank you to all the teachers, Georgetown ISD, Eastview High School teachers, for doing what you do. 44 seconds, and this one dumped off for a first down completion to Blake Suber, the wide receiver, picks up first down past midfield into the 47-yard line. 39 seconds as he steps out of bounds. Clock stops again. They've ran 3 plays in 6 seconds, and they're moving it quickly against this Patriot defense.
Yeah, 39 seconds and 2 timeouts. So Eastview needs to make a stop here.
42 yards or 47 yards to the goal as
he's throwing it deep.
This one out deep, and they're going to call pass interference. The defensive back in coverage, Grover Moore the third, gets called for defensive pass interference. This one's going to be a 15-yard penalty. They'll move this one inside the 35 to the 32.
Yeah, he had been beat on the play, and when he threw it, he just kind of ran into the receiver before the ball got there.
Number 9, 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
So 31 seconds remaining. Only 4 seconds kicked off the clock there on that play. They'll move this one up to the 32-yard line. Still 2 timeouts remaining, 31 seconds, and with the incomplete pass, the clock stops still. So ARP, shotgun formation. They're going to fake this handoff to Hill. He's going to roll out to the right side. He's got 2 wide receivers there. This one's wide open and just barely could not corral that one inside the 10. The intended receiver, Carter Wohl, he had a good hand on the ball and just could not keep it as he stumbles out of bounds towards the band.
Yeah, he was pretty much wide open, but I think Art probably could have got it out a little bit sooner because when he got it over there, it was pretty much on the right there on the edge of the out of bounds.
23 seconds to go, first down and 10 from the 32. Arp, shotgun. He's going to look to his right. He's got 3 wide receivers downfield. This one in the end zone and picked off.
All right.
So touchback after he goes out the back of the end zone. And get a good turnover there. 13 seconds remaining. I mean, Eastview does have 3 timeouts. If they can get the ball moving, something could go right. That one picked off by Jalen Edmondson.
I would venture to guess that coach is going to want to probably just down these and get in the locker room, try to readjust the game plan.
So I think Jalen Edmondson.
You don't want to risk a turnover this far back in your territory.
So I want to say Jalen Edmondson and Omar Gutierrez Zamora may have switched numbers because Edmondson has been wearing 23 all night, and the interception was by number 28, who was not Jalen Edmondson. So I want to say they switched numbers sometime in the past couple weeks as Ty Blair got in the backfield, and that's going to be a 12-yard sack on first down and 10, brings up a 2nd and 22. And yes, they will take this one to half, take it to the locker room as well. And initial thoughts as the Patriots go into the locker room, the Timberwolves leading this one 33-0, and it could be a much closer game, just crucial situations for the Timberwolves and the Patriots just not going the Patriots' way. The Timberwolves finding a way to make big plays and find the end zone. And this just 5-touchdown lead going into the half. The Patriots have got a lot to try to figure out. Hopefully Guerrero can come back out on the field for the second half. Haven't seen him since he went down inside the 10-yard line in like the first possession. So we got a 28-minute halftime, and Keith, if you're Coach Wall, what are you telling the Patriot team in the locker room while they try to figure things out down through 5 touchdowns?
Yeah, I think number one is that you got to go out, you get the ball to start the second half, and so the main thing is just take it one drive at a time, one play at a time, and right now, just this half's over with. So let's focus on the next half and come out and try to create some good stuff in the second half.
Try to make them think it's a 0-0 game, because if you put up 33 points in the second half and it switches the script and it goes 33-0 the other way, then all of a sudden it's a tie ball game. But you gotta be able to perform well to do that, and the Cedar Park team's not going to go down easy, leading 5 touchdowns into halftime. 27:50 on the clock and counting. We'll go ahead, take a quick break, let y'all listen to the band. You're listening to SHN Sports. This is Eastview Patriot Football.
For your halftime entertainment, the Leander Independent School District and Cedar Park High School are proud to present the award-winning Cedar Park High School Celebrities Dance Team. The celebrities will enter the field to Hooray for Hollywood. The celebrity social officers are Alyssa Castaneda, Katie Mason, Claire McGrath, Layla Woodard, and head social Saxon Schroeder. The celebrity line officers are Lieutenant Mia Caldwell, Lieutenant Sophie Polson, Lieutenant Emma Johnson, First Lieutenant Sophie Trish, and Captain Jaden Morgan. The celebrity star of the week is Oscar Middleton. Please enjoy as the celebrities debut their minor production to Treasure. Let's hear it one more time for the Celebrities Dance Team. The honor guards are Brandon Fuller and Kaden Barlow. The celebrities are under the direction of Nikki Evans and Katie Thompson. We appreciate your attention during tonight's performance. The celebrities would like to thank their corporate sponsors, Jet's Pizza, The Breaking Point, and Avalon Nails. Visit our website, cphs.dance, for more information on how to support these amazing dancers. And now, for your halftime enjoyment from the Andrew Independent School District and Cedar Park High School are proud to present the reigning 5A UIL State Marching Band champion, the Cedar Park High School Timberwolves Band. The outstanding section of the week is the trombone. The outstanding band student of the week is Nina Dinesh. The outstanding freshman of the week is Dylan Kim. Tonight the band will be performing their 2023 production, Bell Like a Leaf, under the direction of head drum major Lauren Delbridge and assistant drum major Maddie Kua, Abby McDaniel, Abby Petty, and Kimberly Bella. Drum major, is your band ready? Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for the Cedar High School Timberwolves band. Band led by their Smoke Barbecue, Raymond James, Texas University, ABC Home University, Christian Brothers Automotive, and this concludes our halftime activity. The Cedar Park High School Timberwolves band is directed by Kibble Santos, Christopher Eby, Jeremiah Armstrong, Golden Chavez, and Casey Quincy. Timberwolves band led by Principal John Sorrell and Assistant Principal Vernon Rogers, and the entire Cedar Park High School administration for their continued support of the UIL 5A State Marching Band Champion.
You High School and Georgetown ISD are proud to present co-star with Georgetown President, the award-winning Sparklers Dance Team. The Sparklers are led onto the field this evening by the 2023-2024 dance officers. Junior Lieutenant Tristan Ariano. Senior Lieutenant Kimora Spratley. First Lieutenant Natalie Martinez. And Captain Abriel Galini. Sparkler social officers are Caitlin Botello, Ariana Pena, and Avery Golden. Sparkler of the Week is Kaylee Bailey. Tonight, the Sparklers will hoop it up as they perform to come out and play. Take it away, Sparklers. managers are Hadley Padalecki and Mary Speedy. The Spartans would like to wish the Cedar Park celebrities and their directors good luck this year with all of their performances and competitions. Tonight, the ESU Band and Color Guard are performing the first section of the 23-24 season show, Un Cafecito, featuring music of Camilla Cabello, Gloria Estefan, and Buena Vista Social Club, with soloists Bradley Bolton, Xander Montgomery, and Parker Murray. Let's hear it for the ESU Patriot Band. And now, under the field direction of drum majors Lola Alfred and Annabelle Mulholland, we proudly present the ESU Patriot Band and Color Guard. Band section of the week is the trombone section. Band members of the week are Randy Reyes-Lopez, Nate Bowen, Jackson Melchi, and guard member Diana Tapia. Thank you to the ECU Patriot Band directors, Trace Ramsey, Grant Poindexter, and Sarah Belmar. Okay. Color guard directors Luis Flores and Salem Lyle. And associate staff members Reed Bogreski and Angie Armenian and Bridget Johnson. The ECU band is sponsored by Playable I, ABB Cedar Pediatrics, Georgetown Council and Wellness, Smile Doctors by Global Orthodontics, Lifetime Braces of Texas, and HSG Incorporated. Thanks to Georgetown ISD Director of Fine Arts, Carol Johnson, and Assistant Amy and Gretchen Parker, and ECU Principal, Alfonso Rodriguez.
Welcome back, everyone. We are back at Birkelbach Field in Georgetown, Texas. Your Eastview Patriots trailing this one 33-0 as we begin the second half. I mentioned it before the game's keys to the game: running the ball, stopping the run, keeping big plays away from Cedar Park, making big plays on offense, as well as trying to just control the game and keep Cedar Park off the field as much as they can. 3 and outs, whatever you can do. And story of the first half was, well, Cedar Park ran the ball. And, you know, we had a couple big stops on defense. We did. Yeah. But a couple things here and there just deflated the defense a little bit and allowed some easy points. And this 5-touchdown lead for Cedar Park. The offense, as they have 0 points on the board, it seems like it's not helping the defense, you know, really try to get into their rhythm. The offense hasn't been able to run the ball, and the pass plays just aren't working. And with Corman Guerrero, who did not come back after leaving in the first half, hopefully he's back out at some point today. I hope everything is okay with him, but as of now, he's not on the field for kickoff. I don't see him on the sidelines as well, so we'll have to see how everything plays out there. But in the second half, you know, you want to treat this 0-0, especially as you get the ball coming out, and just try to put a touchdown on the board, and that's the best way you can try to get back into this game, is treat it as a 0-0 ball game, and if they can put up 33, so can you. Yeah, and right now we just have to, like I said, play one play at a time. So Rainey takes this one out to the 15. He cuts upfield and out of bounds at the 18, 17-yard line. So they'll give it to him at the 18. 1st and 10 for your Eastview Patriots. And Kyle, you know, you go back and you think about what could have been, because when we had the opportunity to potentially score a touchdown down here, we've had some turnovers, and we've had, you know, some drop passes, and you know, it's just, you know, things haven't necessarily worked our way, but, you know, it's the start of a new half. So 1st down and 10, this one off to Rainey, and a big pass thrown incomplete as Rainey unable to corral the ball on the hard throw from Ty Blair. And another 2nd down and 10 coming up for the Patriots. So I mentioned Guerrero not on the field. Phillip Brown in his position out wide for the Patriots. Him and Rainey on the top of your screen. TJ Duncan on the bottom. There goes Ty Blair to the left side. He's got some blockers as Rainey picks up a couple blocks, breaks a couple tackles, picks up about 17 on the play, and he'll have a first down and 10 from the 35-yard line.
I know a lot of times in the, when you run a spread offense, Kyle, that right there is basically a substitute for the run play, because it's a safe pass, and just as long as you have good blocking.
So another one to Rainey. This one in and out of his hands is he's dropped 2 of the 3 passes thrown to him in the second half. 11:28, only 32 seconds have ticked off here in the third quarter. Second down and 10 coming up from the 35 as Joseph Champlin comes out on the field to play wide receiver out left. 3 wide receivers on the right side. In the backfield, Jalen Edmondson with Ty Blair. He'll roll this one out to the right side. He's got 3 wide receivers that way. Can't find anybody and just throws it into the gut of Luke Martin. Picks up 4 on the play.
He threw that was about a 5-yard fastball right there.
Yeah, that honestly, I know that didn't feel good. So luckily you have pads at least until the sternum. So
that reminds me of like one of my daughters when we used to play softball in the yard when she was younger. Like if she was a few feet away, she just rear back, and of course you're like, oh gosh, it's coming. But in that sense, Martin did a great job.
So another one to Martin. He'll pick up another 5, and the ball's loose. On top of it is the captain, Keeby, and he'll pick up a positive yard on the play, but it'll bring up a 4th and 5 from the 45 if you're Eastview. You stay on the field. So Eastview gonna hold on to the ball here. 4th down and 5 from the 40. 10:25 and counting remaining in the third quarter. 5 yards to go for the first down. Ty Blair, shotgun formation. He's going to look at Edmondson out wide. He's got a first down and more. He crosses midfield down inside the 45 or the 30, inside the 40 to the 36-yard line. 10-10 remaining in the third quarter. Still 33-0, but Eastview and the Patriots, they are driving.
That looks, I believe that. Other than the kickoff return by Duncan, of course a little bit different, but offensively I think that's probably our biggest play of the game.
So another first down and 10 from the 36, and this one caught by Luke Martin, and Martin gets past the first down marker inside the 35 or the 25 to the 23-yard line, and as the clock stops right at 10 minutes to go in the quarter.
You see that there, all of a sudden you see we get a little bit of rhythm going.
So first down and 10 once more. Blair, he's going to roll this one out to his right side. He's can't find a receiver, picks up a couple yards on the run. And they're going to say he stepped out of bounds at the 22. I didn't see him step out until the 18. They got a lot closer view than me. He'll pick up 1 on the play. Second down and 9 coming up for the Patriots. The 23, 9:47. Ty Blair, shotgun. 2 wide receivers, top and bottom. Hand off to Edmondson. Edmondson up the field. He'll pick up about 3. That'll bring up a 3rd and 5 from the 19. 3rd and 6. The line to gain the 13-yard line. 9.5 minutes to go in the third quarter.
I'll tell you that a couple of the 2 biggest plays, or had a big play down here, but of course also the one we had a drop for a potential touchdown. That was kind of the running back just swinging out into the flat, and you wonder if that's going to happen.
So 9 minutes. This one up and almost caught by Rainey, and they're going to call that a pass interference on probably the defense. They'll move this one up at least half the distance to the goal and a first down for the Patriots. So finally moving the ball, driving here in the third quarter, 9:07 remaining.
Yeah, this is the first time in the game where we feel like we actually have some rhythm going and a chance to get a score.
So we see some talk on the field. Go for it. There it is. Pass interference on the defense.
You got to capitalize here.
first and
Wow,
goal.
This
So
is
it is
15 yards. It's going to be about, what, 2 or 3 yard line?
So they're moving at 15 yards. It should be half the distance to the goal.
Is that the 4 yard line, it looks
So
like?
they'll move it to the 4. So first and goal from the 4. The line to gain is the goal line. Well, looking for some points for the first time here in the game against the Timberwolves. 33-0, 9:07 to go. In the backfield with Blair, Kareem Edwards, 2 wide receivers up top. TJ Duncan all by himself on the bottom, and Edwards blown up in the backfield on first down. Second and goal from the 9 coming up now as we pass through 9 minutes.
Timeout. Cedar Park. The first charge timeout, the second half.
All right, folks, we'll, since there's a timeout, we'll take a timeout ourselves. We'll be right back. This is SHN Sports.
Welcome back. Eastview High School football, second and goal from the 9. Ty Blair, he's going to get this one off TJ Duncan and swatted right in the goal line. Going to bring up a 3rd and 9.
Incomplete. Bring up 3rd down.
Well, 8:43 remaining in the 3rd quarter. 3rd down and 9, and a big 3rd down and 9 coming up for the Patriots. Ty Blair, shotgun formation. With him is Edwards.
I think this is 4 down territory.
Going to motion over Rainey. He's going to look to the left. Rainey on that side, rolls out to the right this time instead. In the end zone, that is touchdown.
Nice!
Luke Martin.
Wow!
What a football move right there to get into the end zone in the first points of the game for the Patriots. Patriots put 6 on the board, 33-6 now with the PAT pending. They're going to do the fake swinging gate and bring out.
Well, you could tell right there that Martin did a great job. I know Blair ran out, and Martin noticed that he was running out to his right, so he kind of started dragging back towards the pylon there, and Blair put it just where the defender couldn't knock it down, and Martin made a really good hands catch there.
So Blair on the field again for the 2-point conversion. We are going to go for 2 here. 6-33, and Eastview going to have to call a timeout.
Eastview, their first charge timeout.
We'll take one too. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to Eastview High School football on SHN Sports. So as both teams ready to resume play, 8:34 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Eastview has found their first points of the game, 6-33, and Ty Blair and the Patriot offense will make their way back out onto the field for a 2-point attempt. So we'll have that coming up, trying to make it 8-33 from the 3-yard line. So formation moves this one around, down from under center, back to shotgun. They're going to go this one on the left side. Ty Blair by himself and sacked.
I'm not sure exactly what was what was happening there, because if you notice, we had an offensive lineman that went in motion down the line. I don't know if they were trying to look at throwing the screen or what, but.
So we're going to have to kick this ball off, 6-33. Got a couple extra points you can work with, as long as you score the 5 touchdowns.
But like we talked about, they got the ball to start the second half. Guess what? We took it one play at a time and got the first points of the game.
And Eastview now within 4 touchdowns for the first time in the second half. Cedar Park, their offense did well running the ball in the first half. We'll see if Eastview has an answer for Trey Hill. He has 3 touchdowns on the night, including a 65-yarder from the 35-yard line in Patriot territory. So the kick about to be received. 2 back to receive for Cedar Park, and it is up. It's onside, but it never went, or it went past the 10-yard, and Cedar Park just able to fall right on top of it. And they'll have the ball right at midfield on their side of the field, about the 48.
The ball really didn't bounce or anything. It just seemed like it was just kicked straight on the ground, just kind of hugged the ground, and it made it easier for the receiving team to get that ball.
So 8:33 to go here in the third quarter. 33-6. Cedar Park and their offense on the field for the first time. This one, they're going to roll this out to the right side, dump it off to the tight end. He'll pick up about 8 on the play. On the reception, that was Pesci, as brings up a 2nd and 2 from the 44-yard line in Patriots territory. Cedar Park, they're going to have this one as the quarterback rolls out to the right side, tries to stiff arm, and stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a sack, if you like.
That was Ronnie Goldman right there, the 3rd.
So Ronnie Goldman, the 3rd, on the tackle for loss. Quarterback Art for Cedar Park. 3rd down and 3 coming up from the 45-yard line. 7:40 remaining in the quarter. And the 3rd. Shotgun formation. Art, he's going to hand this one off. No, dump it out. This one caught right at the 40, and enough for the first down.
That was by Luca Wilson, the tight end.
So the backup tight end getting some hands on the balls for Cedar Park. And they're starting to move their way down the field for the first time in the second half. They're going to hand this one off to Hill. Hill will get up the field for about a 2-yard gain. Bringing up a 2nd and 8 from the 37.
2-yard gain, 2nd down.
7:10 to go in the third quarter. Cedar Park. It's honestly one of the first runs we've seen in the second half. From Cedar Park, that is. It's a team that was running the ball all over the Patriots defense last time out. 6:50 and counting, snapped. Here he goes downfield, and nearly intercepted on the play, but not enough for the defender to come up with it. 3rd and 8 coming.
We've had, that's probably, was it 3rd or 4th opportunity we've had just missed getting interceptions tonight off of tip passes.
So Arp in the backfield with Hill. 2 wide receivers on top, 1 on the bottom. As they motion over a receiver from the top to the bottom, they are going to have timeout called by Cedar Park. And 2 timeouts already here in the second half for Cedar Park. quickly, as it's only 6:46 to go. We're going to take a timeout as well. You're listening to Eastview High School football on SHN Sports. Shotgun pass here comes from Art. Back out, Merkelbach Field, 6:30 and counting.
Oh, they said he caught that.
And that'll be a first down if it is caught.
That was very close. That's Choppa.
Choppa.
Looked like he got that right off the ground, or at least that's what the refs are saying.
5'11", 150 wide receiver picks up the first down inside the 30 to the 29. They're going to hand this one off to Hill. Hill's got some room to run. He lays over a defender, gets it up for 10 yards and more. First down with 6:20 and counting in the quarter. So, Patriots defense getting rolled over again on the run plays. Hopefully they can pick up a stop. 33-6 currently with 6:15 and counting to go in the third quarter. Art, shotgun formation. He's going to drop back to pass. Looks to the right, looks back to the left. And this one blocked and stomped on by the Patriot defense as it brings up a 2nd and 10 from the 18. There's a nice swat on the play. Bring the ball to the ground rather than putting it up in the air. More likely for that not to be recovered by the offense. So this one off to the left side, that's Wool. He's got some room to run. He gets out of bounds at about the 10. That'll be a
first down.
3rd down and 2 coming up from the 10-yard line for Cedar Park and the Timberwolves. 6 minutes to go as the clock has stopped the run out of bounds. For the Patriots defense. They're going to put a lot in the box. They're going to try to sneak this one forward. Cedar Park will fall forward and has they do not give him enough. I think they're going to give him about half a yard short of the first down, bringing up a 4th and inches. 5:45 and counting left in the third quarter.
I would expect Cedar Park to actually go for this one.
So Cedar Park comes back out, and they will try the same thing. Quarterback sneak under center. Arp, he's going to look back to pass, and they have it on the fake, and Arp just takes it himself for the touchdown. 33-6 now. 39-6. The Timberwolves extend their lead back to 5 touchdowns. So the quarterback sneak fake. Arp went for it. Kind of pushed on the line, went back to pass. There was an escaping receiver that was being covered by 3 DBs, Patriot DBs, and nobody on Arps. He was just able to waltz it up the field for about a 8-yard touchdown run. 39-6 now with the PAT pending. There is a Cedar Park player down on the field. We'll go ahead and take a break while we figure out what's going on there. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to SHN Sports. This is Patriots football. So back out onto the field for the PAT, 39-6. 5:25 left in the third quarter. Cedar Park, the player, finally getting helped off the field. Number 50, that's the center for Cedar Park, as we'll get his name here shortly. Hopefully everything is okay with him. Wyatt Valentine, the junior offensive lineman, helped off the field, and the kick is up and good. That makes it 40-6, 5:25 remaining here in the third quarter. Eastview Patriots will make their way back onto the field, but before they do that, we'll go ahead and take a step aside. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to SHN Sports. This is Patriots football. Back to Birkelbach Field for the kickoff as the Timberwolves lead this one 40-6. Eastview Patriots will receive the kick. Three guys back to receive for the Patriots: TJ Duncan, Keaston Rainey, and Kareem Edwards. Leading the way, TJ Duncan in the middle on the left side, Rainey on the right side is Edwards. Cedar Park ready to kick this one away from the 40. Here it comes. 5:25, this one out of bounds at the 15-yard line. That'll be a delay of game. So Cedar Park and Trey Hill, the sophomore running back, been running it all over the field all game long. You've seen a little bit of the arm from Aiden Arp, especially in the second quarter.
Ball will be placed at the 30-yard line.
They're going to give this one to Eastview at the 30 for the delay of game. Kicked out of bounds from the 15. So coming back out onto the field, Patriot offense along with Ty Blair. In the backfield with him is Edmondson. As Patriots line up close to the right hash, the bottom half of the screen. Two wide receivers up top on the left side, one on the bottom, tight end on the left side as well. They're going to fake this one off to Edmondson. Ty Blair breaks a couple tackles in the backfield. He's going to have to run out of bounds, but not before he is pushed out with a loss of 3 yards, and that'll bring up a 2nd down and 13 from the 27. With 5:15 remaining in the third quarter. Ty Blair with Edmondson once more. Shotgun formation, two wide receivers to the on the top, two on the bottom. They're going to get this one off. TJ Duncan collects it right at the 35, up the field for not enough for a first down, but a 10-yard gain at least to the 38, and a 2-yard down on third for the Patriots as the clock has ticked beneath 5. 3rd and 2, here it comes. Blair, quarterback keeper. He's going to run up the middle. He has enough for a first down, falls forward for about a 5-6 yard gain to the 44-yard line, and a first down and 10 for the Eastview Patriots. 4:45 and counting as they reset the chains. 40-6 here in the third quarter. Ty Blair goes under center to talk to his O-lineman. He'll step back with Edmondson. Two wide receivers, top and bottom of the screen. Shotgun pass, here it comes. He's gonna look right, look back to the left. He'll keep it himself. Passes the line of scrimmage, breaks out of a tackle, rolls forward, and picks up 4 for 2nd down and 6.
4-yard gain, 7 down.
So at the 48-yard line now, approaching midfield. Eastview offense ready to go once more. On the bottom, Luke Martin, TJ Duncan. On the top is Rainey, and this one almost picked off by the linebacker of the Timberwolves, the captain, Reed Vines, the senior linebacker, number 31, unable to come up with the pass from Blair. 4:06 to go in the quarter. And it brings up a 3rd down and 6, and a good PBU for the Timberwolves. So Blair and Edwards in the backfield. Edmondson. Fake handoff to Edmondson. He's going to block. Ty Blair rolls out to his left. Doesn't have a man. He's going to get sacked on the play. 4 yards behind the line of scrimmage brings up a 4th down and 10 from the 44. 3:50 and counting now in the 3rd quarter. Still 40-6. As Ty Blair, as Eastview offense, just not able to find much momentum in the game. The only score coming on their last drive. But Cedar Park able to respond and holds on to a 5-touchdown lead here late. 3:30 and counting. They're going to go for it on 4th. Ty Blair rolls out to his right. He's got an open receiver in Rainey, but he trips and is way over his head anyways. That's going to be a turnover on downs from the 44, and Cedar Park will recover the ball there on their side of the field. 3:21 to go in the 3rd quarter on a 34-point lead for the Timberwolves. We'll go ahead and take a quick break. Don't go anywhere. This is SHN Sports, Eastview Patriots football. Quickly back out at Birkelbach Field as Cedar Park and the Timberwolves make their way out onto offense for the 3rd time in the 2nd half. They have trips left, nobody on the right. This one a bad snap, but corralled by Arp as he'll step up in the pocket, get sacked for a 2-yard loss. 2nd down and 12 coming up, and another player down, this time for the Patriots. Looks like Jacob Vasquez, the junior defensive tackle, as he tries to stand up, limping towards the sidelines, towards the trainers. He's going to try to walk it off himself as the trainers talk to him, get his sub on the field, and try to get this game continued with 3:11 to go in the 3rd quarter. 40-6 still. In Eastview territory. 2nd down and 13. Shotgun pass. This one dumped it out to Wynn. Wynn in the backfield. Ball's on the ground, but it was down before the ball came out of the hands of Wynn. And the pass ends up being a loss of 5. So 3rd down and 18 coming up for Eastview Patriot defense. Trying to make a stop here, get their offense back out of the field, try to put up some more points. Only 6 so far in the game. They're going to motion this over, trips right. He's going to look to the right. All 3 wide receivers on that side. He's got a wide receiver deep and overthrown down by the 15-yard line. The intended receiver was Carter Wool. So 2:24 is where the clock stops on the 3rd down play, so it brings up a 4th and 18. Cedar Park will punt the ball away here behind midfield, the 48-yard line of their own side of the ball. Back to receive deep for the Patriots is Keiston Rainey, the number 3 wide receiver. As the punter for Cedar Park lets this one loose and almost blocked. There was five of them in the backfield, and Rainey will call this one a fair catch from the 20, or from the 17. That'll be a 1st and 10 for the Eastview Patriots. An 83-yard field to find an end zone and some more points here in the 3rd. 2:16 remaining. So the Patriots offense, Ty Blair coming out, back out onto the field, along with Luke Martin, Kareem Edwards out wide, TJ Duncan, and the team. So they'll get this one off and incomplete tips the hands of Phillip Brown, the senior wide receiver, in for Cormac Guerrero. Incomplete pass, just a little bit out of his reach, able to get a couple fingers on it, but nothing more, as it brings up a 2nd and 10 from the 17-yard line. 2:10. This clock stopped on the incomplete pass here in the third quarter. So this one, quarterback keeper, as Ty Blair picks up 3 to the 20-yard line. They may give it to him at the 21, so 4-yard gain, 3rd down and 6 coming up. Clock tick now underneath 2 minutes in the third. Third quarter going much quicker than the rest of the game. A lot of run plays, and the ones that are completed through the air have been long. 140 and counting. Ty Blair, shotgun formation, motions over Luke Martin into the backfield. He's back there with Edwards. He's got some protection. Ty Blair shot down deep and incomplete to TJ Duncan, just right in the hip of Duncan, but the defensive back, really good coverage, just had him all over the ball. And that'll bring up a 4th down and 6. And it looks like the Eastview Patriots will have to punt this one away with 1:26 to go in the third quarter, trailing by 5 touchdowns. So the punt, Asdriel Denias, he'll punt this one back to Garrett Nichols. Garrett Nichols, fair catch at the 46. That's where they'll start in Eastview territory. 1:22 remaining in the third quarter. Short field for the Timberwolves. They'll only have to go 46 yards to find points, and with their hope of going up by 6 touchdowns, as the Eastview Patriots have been doing their best to keep this game at 5 if their offense can't find a score. The defense has been holding their own here in the second half, only 6 points. Since halftime, it's 6-7 on a 40-6 game, as Wynn gets the handoff and barely makes it back to the original line of scrimmage, maybe even lost half a yard. Bring up a 2nd down and 10. The clock now ticking beneath a minute to go in the third quarter. Approaching the 4th, and we'll flip the field here soon. Cedar Park really taking their time, making mass subs. They'll bring out the package of big boys. 52 and 84 come out for Cedar Park. 45 seconds, ball snapped. They're gonna hand this one off to Wynn. Wynn gets up the field, picks up about 6. They're gonna give him 6. And that's a 2nd down, or 3rd down and 4 coming up from the 40-yard line. Patriot territory. 30 seconds remaining in the third quarter. The game clock about a half a second ahead of the play clock. If you're Cedar Park, you may just want to run this out, keep it a 5-touchdown lead headed into the 4th, and I think that's what they're going to do, as the O-line is just, they're not getting set. They're not going to set it, so we will take this to the 4th quarter. 40-6. Your Patriots trail the Cedar Park Timberwolves. We'll be back for the rest of the game here momentarily as we flip the field. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to Eastview High School football right here on SHN Sports. Welcome back. 4th quarter. Cedar Park has the ball, 3rd and 4 from the 40-yard line. Eastview side of the field. 40-6. Here as we begin 3rd and false start on the offense, and that'll bring it back to 5 yards. Bring it back 5 yards. 3rd down and 9 coming up now for the start of the 4th quarter. So still 12 minutes on the clock. First play called dead. The Eastview defense has done a really good job keeping Cedar Park out of the end zone in the 2nd quarter, especially with the short fields that they've had. This one dumped off and caught in the middle of the field. He's got some room to run down to the 25 and picks up about a 20-yard gain on the pass from Aiden Arp. And Gavin Chapa, the receiver, comes up limping, has to hobble off the field. Looks like his left ankle under some distress. So we've gone 20 seconds in the 4th quarter. Moving the ball, 1st down and 10 from the 24. This one run by Wynn. He's going to cut up field inside to about the 20. So 2nd down and 6 now coming up. The line to gain at the 14, 11, 20 and counting. And I would just assume continue to run the ball. If you're the Timberwolves, just continue to run this clock out and secure yourself a win. You're up 5 touchdowns. An extra point. Extra points would be nice, but or in the sense of this Patriot defense want to try to prevent them at all costs. And if they keep running the ball and stopping the ball, and the clock just keeps on moving, your offense is going to have to throw it as much as possible. 10:50 now after the 2nd down play. He picks up about 2. 3rd and 5 coming up for Cedar Park and the Timberwolves. Aiden Arp, quarterback, showing off his arm a little bit tonight, but it's really been the Trey Hill show. The sophomore, 3 touchdowns in the 1st half, a 65-yard run. Arp, shotgun, he's going to get this one off down on the left side, and the ball is caught in the end zone. That's a touchdown. So 46 now to 6 and a 40-point lead for Cedar Park here with 10:25 remaining. And this one seems to be out of reach for the Patriots as Cedar Park goes for the extra point to bring it 47-6 and a 41-point game now for the Patriots. Up and good. As the kick teams come out on the field, we'll go ahead and take a quick break. Timberwolves leading this one 47-6, 10:25 remaining in the ball game. Back out on the field, the kick team for the Timberwolves and the receiving team for Eastview Patriots, Kareem Edwards and Keiston Rainey on the right and left sides respectively of your screen. In the middle, TJ Duncan back to receive. 10:25 remaining in the ballgame, 47-6. And they're gonna pooch this one over to the bottom side of your screen, and underneath it, he's gonna muff the kick. And on top of it, looks like Patriots did come away with the ball. That is correct. Kareem Edwards comes up from the pile with the ball, and they'll have the ball at the 34-yard line, 1st and 10, 10:19 remaining in the ball game. So Eastview just trying to salvage something, find an offense in motion. Ty Blair, the offense, coming back out. You know, we've seen the explosiveness in the early games of the season. Just lately have not been able to find the end zone. Only 6 points today so far as Ty Blair rolls this one out, finds 3 defenders in front of his face, can't get anything downfield, can't find a lane to run, And he'll lose 3 yards, 4 yards on first down. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13, 3 yards officially to the 31. Down beneath 10 minutes to go in the game, and Ty Blair has left the field. So, on the field now for the Patriots, Ryan Pullen, the senior quarterback, in for the Patriots. Here comes from Pullen. He'll fake pump it to the right side, rolls out to the left, sees some room, and he spins around and gets sacked on his first play from scrimmage down behind the 25-yard line in this one. Now a 3rd down and 22 for the Patriots. 9 minutes, 15 seconds and counting to go here in the game. 47-6. In the backfield with Pullen as he steps back to pass his wide receiver screen to Edmondson. He's going to get upfield, picks up about 8 on the play, 9 on the play to the 32, and it'll bring a 4th down and 12 back to where it was on 2nd. Now underneath 9 minutes to go, and the offense remains on the field with Ty Blair in the backfield instead of Pullen. So after the sack, they decided to keep Blair back there and not keep the damage from continuing. 47-6, 8.5 minutes and counting as the ball is snapped. Ty Blair, shotgun. He's going to step up in the pocket. Doesn't find a wide receiver, and he throws an interception at the 42-yard line in Cedar Park. Will come away with the ball in Patriot territory and just trying to make something out of nothing there. Ty Blair did. 3 wide receivers surrounding the intended receiver. One of them came away with the ball. Ty Blair had some room to run. He could have stepped up in the pocket and maybe picked up 5 or 6 yards, but it was a 4th down play, and the pass not even back to the line to gain. So not sure what exactly he was trying to do there, but it does give him about 10 yards to the 41 rather than where they were if he got sacked or threw an incomplete pass. So 1st down and 10 now, 8-18 for the Timberwolves. New quarterback in for the Timberwolves. He'll keep it himself and tripped up. That is Jacob Raspberry, the junior quarterback, on the keeper. He'll pick up 6 on 5 on the play. Wow, my eyes deceiving me. 2nd down and 5 coming up. 8 minutes have just ticked down in the game. 7:50 as the ball is snapped. Going to hand this one off to Wynn. Wynn will pick up about 3. They'll give him 2, actually. 3rd down and 3 to go as the clock ticks down past 7.5 minutes to go in the ball game. It's a 41-point game. Cedar Park driving down to the 34 now of Patriot territory. New quarterback Jacob Raspberry along with Tyler Wynn in the backfield. 2 tight ends on the right side. They'll motion over 1 to the left. 2 wide receivers on the left as well. This is going to be a quarterback keeper design run. He gets a 1st down, tackled inside the 30 down to the 27-yard line. 1st down and 10 coming up as we pass 7 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. Clock is stopped for the time being. Move the chains. 6:57 on the 41-point game.
1st down, Cedar Park.
Cedar Park wasting as much time as they can. 15 seconds has ticked off since the play clock has begun. Now back under center, and now shotgun as he steps back. Wynn's gonna cut up field for a couple yards. He'll get 4 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 6 from the 23 of Eastview territory. 6:18, 6:15 now and counting. Play clock at 20 seconds. The game at 6:10. 41-point game. Shotgun formation again for Raspberry. He's going to take it himself. Quarterback run now. He'll get upfield, pick it up, and has enough for the first down at the 17-yard line. First down and 10 coming up. Now down underneath 6 minutes to go in the game. So Raspberry and Wynn in the backfield again as they continue to waste time. So the Patriots, they look good against Westwood besides some of the big runs that they gave up. They look really good against Copper's Cove. Got a win there. And then against Lampasas in week 3, just an absolute blowout, 77 points put up against them on homecoming night for the Badgers. And then tonight, another offensive sputter, only 6 points for the Patriots here with 5 minutes to go. Timberwolves leading this one by 41 points. Line it up, second down and 3, second down and 4. Line to gain is the 7. Raspberry will keep this himself, cut up field, and a big hit. There's a flag in the backfield. Maybe a holding call with 4:45 to go
Offense, number 11.
in the game.
5-yard penalty, 10-yard penalty, still second down.
So they will call that a hold. They'll move back 5 yards to the 21. It'll be 2nd and 14 with 4.5 minutes to go in the ball game. Cedar Park lining up once more, and a new running back on the field. The third running back we've seen for the day. He'll pick up a couple yards on second down. It is Michael Edwards, the senior. Will pick up 4, bringing it back to the original line of scrimmage. Well, not quite. Brings it up 3rd and about 11. 4 minutes to go in the game. Cedar Park taking their time, and most of it in Patriot territory. Raspberry in shotgun formation again. We've seen him run the ball in his short time on the field. Quite a few. Here comes a pass, though, as he'll cut it across his body and incomplete to Noah Wallace, the junior wide receiver. Clock will stop at 3 minutes and 41 seconds. It looks like the kick team for the Timberwolves comes onto the field, trying to make this a 50-6 game here with 3:41 remaining in the game. Cedar Park with a 35-yard field goal attempt. This one was missed on the left side last time and misses it again on the left side, or the left side this time. It was the right side last time. And this is where we saw him miss 2 field goals in practice before the game. And he does a very similar slicing motion to the left side and misses his 2nd field goal of the game, and including an extra point missed for the Timberwolves. So it remains 47-6 in a 41-point game as the Eastview Patriots will make their way back out on the field. Quarterback Ryan Pullen, the senior, going to lead the Patriots for the final 3.5 minutes of the game. To be honest, most of the starters still out there on the field besides Ty Blair, as Pullen take the shotgun snap, keeping himself on the quarterback keeper. This one way over the head on the screen pass intended for Keaston Rainey. It's his at least 3rd drop that can think of at the top of my head on some of these screen passes. Not all his fault, though. As the clock stops at 3:25. 2nd down and 10 coming up from the 20-yard line and Patriots side of the ball. So Pullen, shotgun formation once more. 2 wide receivers, top and bottom. Kareem Edwards in the backfield. Pullen shifted and moving all around the pocket, but just tries to get back to the line of scrimmage and can't quite get there. Loses a yard on the play. 2nd down or 3rd down, and 11 coming up from the 19 as the clock ticks beneath 3:05 and maybe even 3 minutes before the Patriots will get the ball off. So it does hit 3 minutes left in the game. 41 points for the Patriots deficit. Pullen, shotgun formation, trips right. 1 to the left on the bottom of the screen. He's going to look to the right, and it's a screen to the left side as Kareem Edwards picks up some yards, gets 10 and a 1st down, plus some to the 32-yard line, and that is Pullen's first completion of the game as he gets pushed out of bounds with 2:44 remaining in the game. Still trailing by 41 though. Not the game you wanted to see from Cedar Park to start district play as they hand this one off to Kareem Edwards. He cuts up field after picking up about 5. And they'll give him 8 on the play. 2nd down and 2 as the clock ticks down beneath 2.5 minutes remaining. So Pullen lets his offensive line know the play. 2 wide receivers, top and bottom. Edwards in the backfield with Pullen. Shotgun snap. They're going to keep this one themselves and tries to get over to the left side of the field, and they're going to say it was an uncatchable pass to Keaston Rainey. And Keaston Rainey he was smothered on that play, but, you know, if you're the referee crew, everybody else in the stands, it wasn't going to affect the outcome of the game, so they just said, okay, incomplete pass, 3rd down and 2, here we go. 2:06 remaining. 41-point game. They're going to keep this. Pullen's going to keep it himself. He's going to sneak up the middle for a 1st down into the 45-yard line. They may have him down. So it is 45-yard line. And a 1st down for the Patriots. 41-point ball game under 2 minutes now as the clock continues to run here in the 4th quarter. Pullen, shotgun formation, 2 wide receivers, top and bottom of the screen. Edwards in the backfield. He's going to look to his left. He's got an open receiver. It's caught at the 39-yard line. He's going to step out of bounds, and they're going to say no catch at all. I thought he had a catch and then stepped out at the 39, but they say no catch, which would have been a 16-yard reception for Oscar Vasquez, but nothing there as brings up a 2nd and 10, 1:41 on the incomplete pass. 1:41 to go in the game. Pullen, shotgun formation. He's going to get back to Vasquez. Vasquez cuts up field, takes a shimmy and a shuffle, and what looked like a face mask from here, not called, and dropped right around midfield to the 49-yard line. 3rd down and 6 coming up for the Patriots as the clock ticks down to 1:20 remaining. 41-point game. The Patriots trail it against the Timberwolves. Pullen, shotgun formation again. 2 wide receivers, top and bottom. Edwards in the backfield. Comes the snap. 1:07. Here it comes. Left side. They're going to get this to Edwards. He picks up about 3 and gets stuffed on the catch. Brings up a 4th and 2 as we cross midfield to the 47-yard line. And the clock now underneath a minute to 50 seconds. We got about a 17, 18-second difference between the game and the play clock. Play clock at 25, 42 for the game clock. Pullen with 2 people in the backfield, 2 Patriots. They're going to fake this one off, look for the pitch play, and a interesting triple option play. Haven't seen that one all year long from the Patriots. Maybe just trying some things out. They'll pick up 2 for a 1st down to the 44-yard line. 30 seconds remain in the ball game, and the game clock is about a half a second behind. They're going to go ahead and snap this one with 20 seconds to go. Pullen, shotgun formation. He's going to pass to the left side. This one tipped in the air by Tanner McDaniel, the senior defensive back. The intended receiver, Oscar Vasquez, unable to come away with it. Second down and 10 as the clock stops at 16 seconds remaining in the game. Timberwolves leading this one 41-6, and I will probably 47-6. Probably remain the same. 41-point lead. Probably will remain the same unless there's a big touchdown pass here. Pullen steps up in the pocket. He's going to dump this one off, gets it complete, and steps out of bounds with about 8 seconds left. That was Joseph Champlin as he gets out of bounds at the 27-yard line. And the clock is stopped at 7 seconds remaining in the game. So maybe Eastview will find some points here late in the fourth quarter to make this one a 5-point score or 5-score lead instead of a 6-point score lead. As Pullen swings over 3 wide receivers on the right side, top of your screen, one on the bottom. That is Vasquez. In the backfield with him is Edwards. They're going to roll this one out to the right side with all the receivers. They're going to throw this one deep in, just over the head with 2 seconds remaining in the game. And the intended receiver, they're going to just run the clock out on the incomplete pass. And the intended receiver was Isaiah Davenport Bell, who's wearing number 20.
Oh, my bad. 2 seconds.
So they're going to say 2 seconds remaining. The referee admits his faults.
Timeout. Eastview.
Eastview will take a timeout, 2nd and 10 from the 27-yard line. I assume they're just trying to draw up a play to find some points here late, make this one a little less ugly than the 41-point deficit that we see right now with 2 seconds remaining. So we're back for the final 2 seconds and the final play of the game, presumably, excluding, you know, something crazy, 1 second play for something or penalties or, you know. But in the backfield is Pullen with Kareem Edwards, 3 wide receivers on the right side, 1 on the bottom, Vasquez all alone. He's going to keep his eyes on the left side, and there goes the ball to the left side. And on the diving attempt for the ball in the end zone, no score there. And Keyston Rainey comes away with an incomplete pass on the final play of the game. And you just can see the disappointment from the Eastview sidelines. You hope that it kind of wakes them up and keeps district play in sight. We mentioned this was going to be a big game. Cedar Park picked to be the fourth and final spot for playoffs. Eastview picked to be 7th. And starting off 1-0 is the Cedar Park Timberwolves. The Eastview Patriots 0-1 on a 47-6 loss for your Eastview Patriots. Keith, welcome back into the booth. And I just, you know, you want to talk about the good as much as possible. Obviously, the offense needs to figure something out on the ground. It's definitely something that we can see from up here, and I'm sure the coaches know themselves that if you can't establish the run, your offensive pass game is not going to come into be. And you saw it here tonight. Cedar Park established the run, and they were able to just continue to move the ball all game long. And Eastview came out trying to pass the ball, couldn't find an establishment on the run, and at the end of the day, was a 41-point deficit when the clocks hit 0. So we can talk about the bad, but we can also, I'd like to hit on some of the good. You know, you see some of the big players, Kareem Edwards, Ty Blair, they do their job, and it's just so disappointing to see the product not show completely every single down. You know, we see the glimpses, but they're just not there every play.
Yeah, I mean it's always tough loss. When you come up to the teams in our district, I mean you have to be spot on to be able to win and to be able to make the playoffs, because this is a this is a brutal district. I mean, because you got some great teams, and right now they're going to go back to the drawing board, and of course this game's over with now. So it's over with, and we got next week, which is at College Station, and that's going to be another tough one. So I know a lot of times we talk about some of the keys to the game, before the game, and we talked about the running piece, but Eastview's not a running team. They're a passing team. It's just that you've got to be able to get to the point where you can run it just enough to be able to keep the defense off balance. And also it allows you to get longer drives and be able to drain the clock more, because we had some drives tonight, where we might have the ball for like 30 seconds. And, that's very tough, especially when your defense is out there, they're battling too, and they have to get back out there and try to catch their breath and be able to go play defense. But like I said, I mean, this is a tough one, and there's definitely some positives here, and this is a program. We still got a young team. We're still building, and hope the guys just keep their heads up, because they definitely have some talent here, and we expect to see them to get better every week.
Yeah, and you look at it early in the game, if some plays went the other way, or, this pass was completed or this penalty wasn't called, it could have been a completely different game.
Yeah.
And it just takes building that momentum and carrying the momentum throughout the first half into the second half. But if you don't have the momentum and you just can't ever really find it, it's hard to find it when you start trailing in the game. I mean, because if you get out there and you start driving the ball and then you make a mistake, and the next thing you know, Cedar Park scores a touchdown, it just turns everything on its backside, and it just it's something that kind of deflates the defense and the offense. But it's just something you look at it. You got to look at it in a positive light. If some of those plays go, Eastview's way, it's a completely different game.
Think about it. We talked about it. There's probably 4 to 5 plays tonight where we were just a matter of inches away from getting interceptions. Imagine if you only got half of those.
Yeah.
Imagine you got 2 to 3 interceptions. You think that changes the complexion of the game? It sure does.
Yep.
And things will come. I mean, you just got to keep grinding. Keep going through the process, keep grinding, and everything will turn out all right.
And, I mean, it's called a game of inches for a reason, and we'll continue to fight for every inch that is given to them. But for, looking into district play, I mean, there's some optimism here, and all you can do is go into College Station next week and play your best brand of football and hope for a win on the road, and not an easy win either. I mean, Cedar Park, back-to-back schools with state championships in the past 10 years, Cedar Park and College Station, and no slumps here in this district, and you got to play your heart out every single week.
But you know what? It's only going to, playing these tough teams only is going to make us better.
Continuously.
And especially since we got a young team, it's just going to make us better. So we've got a lot to be thankful for, a lot of positives, and just it's time to get on to the next game. Just have a great practice week.
So we'll be right back here next week at College Station. While on the road, we'll make that trip down to play College Station and support your Eastview Patriots. If you're not able to come to the game in College Station, be sure to listen to us right here on YouTube, SHN Sports, and follow along as much as you can. So we'll have those game links up for you all next weekend. For Karen and Keith Burris, this has been Kyle Owen, and thank you all, and good night.